All right, welcome to Rated Radio, the show where artists and albums are pitted against each other while their songs get rated on a scale of 0 to 10. I'm your intoxicated host, Shane Wyndham, and this is SHANIA TWAIN versus Dee Messina. Hope you're ready for a fight. And just so we're clear, intoxicated is probably a stretch. I'm just drinking my illegally smuggled out of Mexico Corona Mega. I don't know where it came from, but someone gave it to me, so I'm trying it. And I feel about the same as I do with most Corona. Not my favorite thing, but if you like something that tastes a little more full-bodied, like malt liquor, this one's definitely the real deal. So anyway, you're not here to listen to me talk about beer. That's a different show altogether. We are talking about Dee Messina and SHANIA TWAIN. I am going to start with Dee Messina and her debut self-titled album from 1996. Of the 10 tracks, I thought 10 were great, but none of those got a flawless rating. My bottom track was Walk to the Light, and my top track was I Didn't Have to Leave You. The music makes me feel like sunshine and the breeze will always make a great pair. I'd recommend this artist to fans of Leanne Rimes, Reba McEntire, Faith Hill, Pam Tillis, Dana Carter, Sarah Evans, Trisha Yearwood, Martina McBride, and Patty Loveless. Then there was SHANIA TWAIN. The album I rolled at random was The Woman in Me from 1995. Of the 12 tracks, I thought 11 were great, but none of those, again, got a flawless rating. My bottom track was God Bless the Child, and my top track was Home Ain't Where His Heart Is Anymore. The music here makes me feel like I'm speed dating at a country club, and I'd recommend this artist to fans of Dolly Parton, the Dixie Chicks, Tanya Tucker, the Judds, early Taylor Swift, and Lori Morgan. Please like or subscribe if you're still listening, and remember, I rate way more music over on the Patreon page. We're talking 250 plus albums per year, so yeah, definitely a worthwhile investment. You can see nearly all songs and albums I rate at no cost by clicking join for free at patreon.com/rated radio. There are even some extra perks to find there, like re-rated albums from early seasons of the show, and a quick reference for folks who only want to see how many 8s, 9s, and 10s each album landed, in addition to the 7s. As a critic, Patreon is where I live, so come see the mountain of searchable content you're otherwise missing out on. And I apologize that I've never said this anywhere before now, but seriously, thank you to everyone who's following all 4 of my Patreon pages at this point. I'm clearly making a move into that space as a critic who loves the visual graphics, easy to parse information, the ability to just search and find things based upon, the type of music or the artist, or whether it's movies or video games or drinks. Definitely come find me on Patreon. Just search my name and you're going to find my 4 pages. And again, thank you to everybody who's helping these take off in a big way. It really does mean a lot. Back to the music, though. From the perspective of tracks rated at least a 7 on that 10 scale, this probably looks like a close fight. Believe me when I tell you that's not really the case. Don't get me wrong, both artists had stronger showings than I anticipated, and SHANIA has much more going on in terms of quirky pop flair than Dee Messina does. But Messina landed way more haymakers than Twain in terms of professional critique. I still believe Twain's mass appeal can't be denied. She's objectively attractive, has a fun amount of sass to her lyricism, which is at near ideal depth for casual audiences, and her instrumentals cross over into genres like rock and pop. However, it's impossible to ignore that Messina ticks more of my boxes with more dependability. Her lyrics tend more toward emotional maturity, the repetition factor is masterfully regulated, her bridges don't disappoint as often as Twain's, her vocal talent is stronger, and I like the complexity of her melody work more as well. Basically, Jodie's more my type. It's almost painful to split this many hairs though, because SHANIA is a powerhouse that deserves the recognition she's gotten. Admittedly, Twain offered up more personally unwelcome religiosity than I remembered ever hearing in her music before now, but I nonetheless think she's remembered as an icon for good reason. That having been said, if the rest of Messina's discography delivers the way her debut did, then the wrong country princess is wearing the crown. Not that either are about to turn into Cersei Lannister or anything like that, they both make for solid listens. I'm immediately down to hear another Jodie album, however. whereas I'd only go into another full Shania spin with the hope of coming away with that handful of home run tracks. Messina's loading bases for huge leads in a way that rarely feels formulaic, and it was beyond refreshing given the genre. It's still country music she's making, don't get it twisted, but her paintings end up being better than by the numbers more often than not. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. Until next time, fill your world with music.